Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. So today is quite an exciting day. It is SONA Day. Cyril Ramaphosa, the president, will be delivering the State of the Nation. Okay. And so obviously before the State of the Nation, there are normally interviews. So MK was interviewed and EFF was interviewed. So MK was asked about Jacob Zuma, him attending, and that he has not attended the State of the Nations, like the past 8 of them. So they were asking, why is he attending this one? What has changed? And so Mani was explaining, I'm going to play the clip for you guys. And he was explaining Uguti, why specifically he wanted to attend, but then he says no, President Zuma was sabotaged, and that the courts, they are not allowing him to come and attend. They've set a court date for him today. He's in Pietermaritzburg, and they knew that he was supposed to. They knew the SONA date. It's been in the books for. The date was set long time ago, so they knew, but they are depriving him, or maybe they are sabotaging him from attending. And then he also touched on why they didn't have their state of address. Remember, they said they were going to have the real state of address. So he says that the parliament refused to give them a venue. Because I was wondering, why did they cancel? So they say Parliament refused to give them a venue, and so that's why they had to cancel. So anyway, I feel like they could have just done the address anywhere else. If Parliament doesn't want to give them the venue, they could have done it in another place, But anyway, that's my 2 cents. So, so yesterday, President Zuma, all the other former presidents, Abo Tawombeki, Kgalema Motlandi Bonk, they were mentioned that they are going to attend today. But based on the interview of Mzonele Manyi, it's clear that President Zuma will not be able to attend because Mtengling court. Apparently, there's 2 cases that he's busy attending and he cannot miss. I'm disappointed with the journalist Uzianda because she did not ask about Trump. I don't understand any journalist who would be interviewing an official opposition party right now that has not released a statement, and you don't ask about Trump. I am very disappointed with that, Zianda. Very disappointed, because the people that were interviewing the EFF spokespersons, there's 2 EFF spokespersons, they asked now, and I'm going to play for you guys on this clip. So the EFF is asked, remember the EFF has got 2 new spokespersons, new from the Boxige Sun, brilliant. They were asked, so they asked Guti, what are the plans for the EFF? Also, I don't understand why the journalists are asking Guti, what are the plans of the EFF in this SONA? Is anything planned? Yet they are not asking that from the MK, the official opposition. Those are questions that you should be asking the official opposition. Guti, what have you planned for this SONA? What's happening? Yeah, but they didn't ask that. Those are the questions they're asking on the EFF, which I feel like I just don't understand. Yeah, but anyway, so they're asking the EFF, what have we got planned? What is the EFF planning? Yeah, and I remember how exciting SONA would be, guys. And that time I was still in varsity, and that time I stayed in town. So where there is Parliament there, we used to watch Kesana when they are coming with their dresses. And we knew EFF. Hey, EFF, that time, I was not really a big fan of EFF. I was like, they are going to disrupt. And like, we would be there watching when they are chased away. We would be there, like, around 2013, 2014, I think. And they would be chased away, and we would be like watching. Because we stayed in town, it was really nice. So, and I think what made us interested in politics now is the EFF, so we know that the reason we know what SONA is because of the EFF. And what we used to do is we used to go watch on our TVs because we were in Resmos. We watch, and then when they start to disrupt and they're chased away, would run down the street and would go watch. So, okay, fine, back to the politics. So, EFF is asked, what do they have planned? So, she says that what's her name? I think I need to check her name, guys. My phone is far. So, two new spokesperson is Msane Thembi and Snawo Tambo. So Thembi says that we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to watch and see. I don't know if the EFF is really planning to do something, or maybe they are not, or maybe they are. They are just keeping their cards to their chest right now. They are keeping their scope. I don't know, but I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching, and I'm excited. So yeah, so Snawo was also asked about Trump, and then he answered. That's why I'm saying I'm disappointed that the journalist didn't ask the MK this question. I'm so disappointed. And Snawo said, Trump is just looking for an excuse to punish us, basically. He's just looking for an excuse. Oh yeah, but so yeah. These are interviews prior to the SONA. I'm excited. The DA was also interviewed. By Usekina, I was just listening to it now. By Usekina was asking her more about the Bele bill, the implementation. And Usfiwa was just saying, no, she's the minister now. She's just going to implement. Unfortunately, she can't act on behalf of her party. She has to implement. And even though her party is totally opposed, but she has to do what she has to do as the minister. And Usekina asked her about the pass rate, that the DA has always been critical of the pass rate. And she said, yeah, she was trying to explain that, there's a lot of factors that come into play, because some students, they study from A to grade 12. We must look at those statistics. I'm like, now the DA wants to be clever and look at statistics when they have a minister. But when they were criticizing the pass rate before, they were not looking at statistics. Now all of a sudden you want to look at statistics. It must be nice. It must be very, very nice, son. Because now you want to be clever and consider other things that may interfere, or that might make the percentage a little bit inaccurate. But before, when you were criticizing it, you didn't consider those things, really. So yeah, guys, so I'm very excited for the SONA. I am going to keep reporting. If there's anything interesting that needs me to make a video, today I've got the whole day. I'm very, very, very excited, and I'm ready. So yeah, guys, anyway, and also, Mzwanele was asked about the progressive caucus of the EFF, and he's like, no, we are not fighting. Don't. Let me play these clips. I'm going to play the first one I'm going to start with Manyi. And then I'm going to play Thembi's one, the EFF spokesperson number 1. Then I'm going to play Snawo's one, the EFF spokesperson number 2. And yeah.
We've just gotten the breaking news, Mr. Manyi, that Thales is filing for an acquittal in the arms deal trial, citing the passing of 2 of its witnesses. And in essence, that would not grant them a fair trial.
Yeah, before we even get there, let's just understand that today we will be attending this fake SONA address, which will be addressed by somebody with blood in his hands. President Ramaphosa has got a blood of 14 of our young people in that DRC. So that's a very sad note to start this discussion. In terms of what the Thales have said, I think I have no reason to argue against what they're saying. I think what they're saying makes sense. In fact, even His Excellency President Zuma should not have been in this thing in the first place. I mean, when all of this arms deal shenanigan was happening, he was not even in national. He was a provincial MEC. As to why this whole thing about him being involved in this is another mystery. So no, the sooner we get behind this, the better. That's what the truth can be told. President Zuma is a very innocent man. He's not guilty of anything. He was not even at the scene of crime when this was happening. As to why this has been manufactured and staged like this, it's a real mystery. So we hope that this must focus things now, and let's get on with it, and let the nation see that all of this was just propaganda.
All right, bringing it back here to Cape Town. It's the first State of the Nation address that former President Jacob Zuma will attend since his successor, President Cyril Ramaphosa, took office. I think this is going to be his eighth State of the Nation address. Why is he only choosing to come today? The significance of that, especially because yesterday you were supposed to have delivered what the MK party says was going to be the real State of the Nation address.
The real State of the Nation address would have been delivered by our party leader in Parliament, Judge Lope. That's a person that should have delivered it. But Parliament refused to give us the venue. That's why I couldn't have that real State of the Nation address. Judiciary has ensured that President Zuma is not here. The 6th of February, as the date for the fake State of the Nation address was long advertised. Judiciary had known this, but despite this, they've done two major appointments for him. One in Pietermaritzburg to deal with this fake arms deal case, and the other to go and attend to the Constitutional Court judgment because Ramaphosa can't be held accountable. So he's busy with the judiciary today. So he can't be at the two places at the same time.
So in other words, former President Jacob Zuma is not expected to be inside the City Hall later on this evening.
He was expected to be here, but Judiciary has refused that he should be here. Judiciary has got him tied up in all knots, and if he is not in any one of those, that again becomes another issue. So indeed, we must ask the Judiciary, why are they refusing President Zuma to be here?
You have a progressive caucus, but your relationship with the EFF does not seem to be in good standing. It's the first address by Ramaphosa as the leader of the Government of National Unity. How are you uniting as what you call the progressives?
No, I think you guys don't understand dialectics. There's no issues between us and the EFF. We hug and kiss with the EFF. There are no issues really. So there will be one or two pronouncements here. It's just dialectics. That's all there is to it. We have a very strong caucus.
But as the EFF, will you be participating in this sitting tonight?
Well, you'll have to wait for tonight. But however, we are looking forward to hear what he's saying because society out there is waiting to find out a direction to this SONA because in the previous SONAs, nothing has been done.
So is there a strategy going into this sitting?
You'll have to wait for us to reveal that.
Lastly, in issues of infrastructure development, industrializations, those are issues that we've spoken quite strongly about as the party. What kind of message or advice would you give to the president in terms of ensuring that there is economic growth as well as job creation?
Well, he needs to prioritize infrastructure development, especially that now you see there are programs such as the PIDA, which seeks to unify the African continent when it comes to infrastructure. We cannot do that if we do not prioritize South African infrastructure, which is going to create a lot of jobs, massive job creation. As you can see, there's so much youth that is sitting idling without work, and industrialization will be the one that will create work, especially in South Africa. Since the 1994 regime, there has been no industrialization. Factories are shutting down. We're exporting more than we are importing raw materials. So we really need to look into industrialization and infrastructure development, especially when it comes to, you see the students now which have graduated, they qualify for university, but there's no universities to take them in. They are full, and it's either they are blocked because they owe student debt.
Lastly, on party matters, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, is he still a member of the party?
Well, unfortunately, I'm a spokesperson of the Economic Freedom Fighters, not of Mbuyiseni Ndlozi.
But is he still a member? I
am not the custodian of the membership. That is the Secretary General's position.
All right, I'll leave it at that. Tim Beams.
For what we have taken a stance of in terms of isolating Israel diplomatically, expelling their embassy and taking them to the International Court of Justice. And I think they are going to continue to want to impose some forms of sanctions, thus using myths like white genocide, like confiscation of land. But really, fundamentally, they are doing retribution on behalf of Israel for our posture against them, and we mustn't relent, and we must be able to read that for what it is.
I'll see you guys next time. I don't know if it's gonna be today or tomorrow. Let's see how the day ends. I'll see you on the next one. Aluta continua. The struggle continues. And let me know if you think that the MK was sabotaged, or they could have just find another alternative. If their state of address was that important. Aluta continua, guys.